First set. Feliciano Lopez to serve. Ready? Play. First service.
Yep, he stiffened up.
Portila. Gale. Lopez Murray. First game.
So why would singles players play, not Andy obviously, who's making his comeback after hip surgery, but why would the singles players play in some doubles tournaments and not others, Peter?
Well, generally speaking, I think a lot of players will play this tournament when they first move on to a new surface. So for instance, this will be Feliciano's first grass court tournament. Then he'll want to just hit as many balls as possible to get acclimatized, to get accustomed to the bounce. Certainly done that.
Love 15.
Both back, Lopez and Murray, for this big serve.
Yeah, and that's the sort of shot that Andy Murray would expect to make 95% of the time. So perhaps just a little bit of rust still in the game.
Nicely held on this volley, just feeding it across court, playing it away from the body.
For service.
Perfectly placed.
Now that is the Joe Salisbury box, and we'll go through those in a minute. All right. So what we have here is a 3-all point. In America, they call it no ad.
Deciding point, receiver's choice.
It's a deciding point, sudden death. Whoever wins this wins the game, and it's the receivers who choose which side the point will be played to. And Murray, after hitting a clean winner on the return, says, I'll have this one. And that's a great serve, and good for Joe Salisbury there. Tough game. They haven't lost a set this week.
Yeah, Murray was a little unlucky there because the ball hit the center line and checked. That's why he He missed it by such a wide margin.
Andy Murray to serve.
That's Mum over there, Carolyn.
Love.
Go on.
Love. Love.
Sorry, guys.
This is a nicely timed backhand. Lopez nowhere near. Wow, what a fantastic return of serve. Because the first serve came down with a lot of power. To feather a lob over the netman like that off of a powerful serve is so difficult.
Lopez Murray 2-1.
Firm second serve and the backhand treatment from Andy Murray. They serve first 2-1 no breaks. Let me just introduce you to the Salisbury Ram box over there, crammed full of Salisburys. There it is, and we haven't seen them before. Mum's over there. That's Carolyn. You can see her on the left. And Chris, who's 28, is just putting his bag over there. You can get a tennis lesson from Chris at Bishop's Park. Oh no, that's not him. Where's Chris? Chris is... Oh, he's somewhere in there. But you can get... oh, there he is, next to Mum, I beg your pardon. Camouflaged. He's a very fine paddle tennis player. And you can get lessons at Bishop's Park in Fulham from him. Who else have we got? Sister Katie. There's Katie there. She's in insurance. She's next door to Charlie, who's a solicitor. They live together in Peckham. And Joe, I think they've got a bedroom for him. I don't know whether he's on the sofa or not, but he's in Peckham now with them. So that is the info. And Dad, Matthew, is here as well. They grew up in Putney. And he went off to American University, and he's come back a very polished professional player. Kimberly is here as well. Shane Allen on the right-hand side is a physical trainer. The two children were here, the two daughters, yesterday. Not sure where they are now. Too young for courtside boxers, I think.
Love 15. Love 30.
A poor start. There's quite a lot of the Sampras motion about the Ram serve.
Yeah, his whole game was modeled after Pete Sampras.
Really?
Much the way Peter Lundgren, remember him?
Yeah.
He was a doppelganger for Bjorn Borg.
Oh, yeah.
Fifteen, 30.
You might remember a player called Gianluca Pozzi of Italy. He was a copy of John McEnroe. We all laughed when he came out on tour, and then he got top 100 and started winning things.
Had me fooled.
He won a lot. He made his living.
No. He did very well. He did very well.
I mean, that ball, Murray has 3 or 4 choices on. It's very slow serve at this level, but he backs it up pretty well, Ram, with some great knowledge at the net, good hands.
You're right, though. That is a serve that Andy Murray will not miss in set number 2.
40, 30.
That's better. He's settled in.
Good.
Joe Salisbury is a bouncy athlete.
Exactly right. Every team needs at least one guy who's quick, who can cover the court. And that is most definitely Joe Salisbury's role in this team. They haven't been playing that long together, just teamed up, I want to say February, March of this year.
Love 15.
See, they got together in Brisbane.
Okay, right at the start of the year.
Yeah, they've sort of made 2019 fresh start. Made it to the final. Often winner. Nice.
15 all.
I was just going to say, often a pairing who will get together of double specialists, there'll often be a honeymoon period where, you know, they gel really well. Lots of positivity around. You know, a feeling that nobody wants to let anybody else down. It's often the case that a pairing will start well. Oof, great volley.
Lopez Murray lead 3 games to 2.
And how is it decided who you play with, Peter, on the doubles tour?
Well, the players decide. You know, it's sometimes you play with a friend, sometimes you play just with a guy that you think you might be able to play well with. And I think also there are those scratch teams where you get two guys who are waiting at the sign up, you know, with 5 minutes to go before the deadline. They say, well, I can't get in with you. I can get in with you. Will you play with me? Okay, let's do it. But that's a rarer occasion.
Jamie Murray no longer playing with Bruno Suarez. It's Suarez and Mati Pavic who are playing alongside each other, and Jamie playing with Neil Skupski. They lost to Continent and Piers, who then lost to Lopez and Murray. So that's a new pairing. That's staying?
Well, for the foreseeable future. You know, of course, you have great intentions, but if you don't win a match for a month or two, then one or both players might rethink it.
This period of time is Wimbledon up to the US Open. Most people will, whether it's a coaching relationship or perhaps a doubles team, will give it a few weeks, and it's the American hard court season leading to the US Open after Wimbledon. These majors come thick and fast at this point.
Odds.
Jamie Murray-esque, that volley. Because these guys stand so close to the net, they're able to develop incredibly acute angles.
13 love.
Murray just saying get down. Just a little up off the ball at the moment. Murray's return certainly not there at the moment. Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a combination of stiffness of his body not working the way he'd like it to, and tension. He wants to do well.
40-30.
And that's a bad combination.
Said his back was hurting a little bit. Obviously hasn't played for 5 months plus. Still got the muscle mass in those legs. Well, the overhead wasn't great, but the first volley was.
3 games off.
Just the one break point against the Joe Salisbury service game, the first one. Nip and tuck, really.
Love 15.
This is fun, isn't it? Look at this packed house, and the crowd is into it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Me too.
Well, a chance to gain love 30 squandered after a first-class exchange up at the net. Yeah, that one was yours.
Terrific reaction from Joe Salisbury. He won't be quite so pleased with this smash. Yeah, I just needed to let it go a little more. Tried to play it too safe.
He is handling the Murray serve better than Murray is handling serves from the other end at the moment. He's reading the ball early, split step and wide. Look at this. This is athletic. No future there with the Salisbury wingspan covering the net.
Yeah, if you're going to go back up the line, you've got to hit this volley with power. And he just guided it.
Must have thought Salisbury was going to move to the middle, but he didn't. Fantastic game. Inspirational. And the first break.
Salisbury, keep 4 games different.
Really top stuff from these two, and you can see why they play alongside each other. Wingspan, athleticism, certainly from Salisbury. Look at the way he gets over that ball. Racket head speed.
Yeah, he's really enjoying this. Couldn't have played a much better game than he did there.
So when did you first play with John? When did you first see him, John McEnroe?
Oh, I saw him when we were kids. But we first played as pros in 1977. That would have been in September. So that would have been, what, 3 months after he reached the semifinals of Wimbledon. And, well, we lost in the quarters the first week. We lost in the semis the second week. Took a little time to sort of realize that we were good.
And you always played on the right? He was always on the left? That was always...
Yeah, I don't think he's ever played on the right in his life.
Yeah, I guess the hook for... Watching you two was fun. You had that little beer towel stuffed down your trousers?
Exactly, yeah.
It was longer than the shorts.
It's just about right.
Time.
After the break of serve, new tennis balls to serve with. Rajiv Ram of the United States.
Love 15.
Ram perhaps took a little pace off that serve to make sure he got the first one in. But it was pummeled by Lopez.
Love 30. Fifteen, 30.
But he used that 40 minutes well in between matches.
Keep an eye on him.
30 all.
Well, Rajiv Ram, not nearly as powerful a server as he was when he first joined the tour, but he's canny with it, places it well.
Let for service. Forty 30.
Well, it's another hold from Love 30. Brilliant play, excellent serving.
Salisbury, 5 games to 3.
And the overhead to follow, and the glancing fadeaway backhand cross-court volley. He's got a bunch of his friends behind his family in the front row, and they all leapt up like some cheerleading squad after that. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that'd be a good party around the Salisbury house tonight if they win.
Didn't fancy this one on the overhead, then had to turn and twist, and that's the sort of stuff on the hip that can hurt.
Wait a second. I thought you said you had no pain in your hip.
No, but they're all twisting and turning. I know it is 5 months now, but that is a movement that may not be ideal. You don't need any of that.
40-15.
Hip's good.
Well, we'll see.
Game. Lopez Murray. Ram Salisbury, 5 games to 4.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Feliciano Lopez holds serve. He's obviously stiffening up, but it's not affecting his delivery at all.
Having a look at the world rankings at the moment, the #1 player in the world is the American Mike Bryant. Is that Macy? That's Macy there. Macy Hutchins, she escorted the big boys onto court, and Romy on the left-hand side is Paul Hutchins' daughter. Just there. There's Mum. Ice cream supplier. Serviette supplier. Mike Bryan, the world #1 doubles player at the moment. Łukasz Kubot of Poland, #2. Jack Sock at #3. Jack Sock we're still awaiting him coming back. So of course he's
What is his injury, do you know?
I think it's finger ligaments sustained whilst snowboarding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so one of those silly ones. But I think he's coming back to play challengers, including Winnetka, which is the second week of Wimbledon. So I think he'll start on the American hard courts. But Jack Sock, when he's playing well, the best doubles player in the world, probably.
15.
Yeah, see, I think that's a tactical error from these guys. Lopez should be at the net the whole time. They have to just trust Andy's return, that he will be able to get the ball back low. He hasn't really returned well enough yet, but they have to just say, if we're going to win, he needs to return well. Feliciano needs to be at the net.
It looks like it might be out.
Challenge.
It's the Murray change the call, right? So it's done, Boris Collier.
Yeah, can they do it? It's a very good question from Rajiv Ram. Because the point was over. Well, the ball had gone out, then they challenged. Now, anyway,
Yeah.
I mean,
But it was such a bang, such a quick reaction. He had no time to challenge. And, you know, and he clearly thought the ball was out. It's a tough one for the umpire. Yeah, you can see Feliciano is walking very stiffly. So anytime the ball takes a bad bounce or he needs to react quickly, it's not going to be easy.
Sergio.
this is 2 break points, not 1, for Andy Murray after this forehand down the line. Well, there was a lot going on there. Salisbury was over.
Deciding point.
And then back up again.
Choice.
Big slip.
It was a great second serve from Joe Salisbury.
It's Murray again. So here's the second of the break points. This is this sudden death point.
So break point and set point.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. It's exciting, isn't it? And that is away, and Murray's return has clicked in. Set point is squandered. The break point is taken.
Well, Salisbury and Ram need to be careful, because obviously Andy Murray's forehand return not quite as dangerous as his backhand, but they don't want to be serving there as a matter of course. You know, they want to keep mixing it up. Otherwise, he's going to get into a nice groove.
Love 15.
Yeah, not his best.
Time election morning, Mr. Murray. First service. Mr. Salisbury serving the call, left service down. Ball is calling.
Wishful thinking. He got that ball up and down in a hurry.
Again, Lopez Murray. Lopez Murray leads 6-5.
So the key for Andy Murray is very much about getting the first serve in play. His first serve has been very effective. The second serve, much less so.
Do you think Feliciano Lopez will practice tomorrow?
You think he'll get out of bed?
I think he's done for maybe even 2 or 3 days. Just take it easy. Let the body recover. Hold on a minute. Is he playing Eastbourne? He's won that before. I don't know.
Well, he's certainly not going to play tomorrow.
So when John McEnroe was losing it completely on the doubles court, did he still listen to you, or did you?
Well, first of all, he very rarely lost it on the doubles court. You know, most of the times when you see him acting up way back when, he was playing singles, because in doubles he liked playing doubles because he was part of a team and he was a great teammate, and he enjoyed that aspect of it. And so on occasion he would, you know, lose his temper. And yes, he would listen to me, and you know, it was just like, come on, man, let's just forget about it and move on.
And who did he get most wound up playing against? Who did you guys want to beat more than anybody else?
I guess that there were a few teams that.
Nope.
The team, I suppose, that had the most success against us were the Mackers, McNamara, McNamee. Beat us twice at Wimbledon. Either one of us enjoyed that too much.
30 love.
Tim Henman tells me that Feliciano Lopez is playing Eastbourne. Thank you. It's the finest piece of, it's the only piece of research Tim Henman's ever done.
You know that's a falsehood. That guy knows every tennis almanac from back to front.
Yeah. And he did when he was 13 or 14, when he first traveled with some of us older lot.
He knows your record better than you do, I promise you.
He was going to leave it, I think, and then didn't. And the racket stayed where it was. It's a tiebreak.
6 games over. First set tiebreak.
A reminder that they haven't lost a set.
One additional challenge.
Ram and Salisbury haven't lost a set this tournament.
Oh, he's missed it.
1-0 from Salisbury.
That's a surprise. That's a shot we would expect him to make.
Let for service. One all.
Did that come off the top of the net?
It certainly did.
Let for service. A 2-1 from Salisbury.
It's a great length on the second serve, but a fine return.
3-1 from Salisbury.
Two against the Murray serve.
From Salisbury.
Salisbury did well to catch up to that one.
Mohamed Lehani is apologizing to the crowd for saying Salisbury instead of Salisbury. Hope he never goes to Leicestershire.
A 5-1.
It's very efficient.
Salisbury.
There was Yeah. There was an umpire who had a nightmare one year at Wimbledon with Martina Navratilova. Just couldn't do it. I don't know how he got out of that. Martina probably won quite quickly. 5-1. Still in the game.
5-2 round. Salisbury.
That is a very difficult serve to return. And it's swinging the other way to hit it back cross court. It's not easy at all.
Left first service.
Of course, you really don't feel as though you can go up the line with it, which is the more natural shot because the netman's standing there.
Oh, just long. Had Murray beaten down the line.
5-4 round. Salisbury.
And here's a moment of truth. Salisbury will serve the next 2 points. And remember him serving to Murray on the break point and got punished. So where does he go this time? To the backhand, and he's punished again, and he's down, and I hope he's not hurt.
Okay. Joke.
Not sure where the racket was when he went over. Got stuck under his... Oh, no.
That is fine.
5-4.
Okay. He served to the backhand and got punished that time. But it was 5-1, wasn't it?
Yes, you know, you have to serve to the body. Don't give him a chance to take a full swing at the ball. Forehand, backhand, he's going to punish you.
Shot clock running down a little bit. 5 seconds to go. Ooh, just away.
6-5 round. Salisbury.
Set point. A second set point.
Well, that was a tight serve and an even tighter return.
6-all.
Murray did well, though, to keep the serve away from Ram's backhand. You can see that that's the shot he would far more like to hit in tight situations.
Let's go.
7-6 Lopez Murray.
it's away. And they've won the first set by winning 7 of the last 8 points. 5-1 down in the breaker. And they come back to win it.
7 games to 6.
And Andy Murray's return really kicking in there when they had the set point down at 5-4. I don't remember him missing too many returns after that. The beginning of the tiebreak may not have been great for them, but they didn't get downhearted. They realized that things can change so quickly.
Yeah, and that's a guy, well, a pair of guys really, who are quite comfortable when things get tight. Murray rose to the challenge, played his best tennis from 5-4 in the first.
It is an amazing story, you know, the Murrays. For Andy to be world #1 in singles and for Jamie to be world #1 in doubles, it's a remarkable story to tell. Other great brothers, there have been many, the Gullicksons, the McEnroes, but to top the world rankings in both, and the way Andy did it in the singles in 2016, he won all those tournaments back to back, coming through China and Vienna, and then of course culminating in the O2, the World Tour Finals, where he beat Novak Djokovic in the final to end the year as world #1. It's amazing. And now he's back again, and there was no guarantee at all. He thought the game had been taken away from him, and it's actually a game that he loves playing. Look at him. All those goodbyes and all those videotapes that were made up, and those montage of great shots and wonderful moments, and Roger and Rafa and Novak weeping down the lens. We're going to miss you. And here he is, still winning.
We take it all back.
Time.
So now, really, the focus has to be on these two. Salisbury and Ram, no doubt, will be a bit downhearted in that they were
Second set.
so close
Salisbury to serve.
to winning the first set. A couple of set points.
Please take a seat, especially behind the place. Thank you, lady. Thank you.
5-1 in the tiebreaker.
It's a big one.
Lot 15.
Yeah, this match could get away from them quickly. They can't somehow figure out a way to hold serve here.
Fifteen-all. Thirty, 15.
Yo!
40-15.
Once again, an inspired second serve from Joe Salisbury. And that's the serve that he should have been hitting when he was serving for the set. Right in at the body.
Game. Round Salisbury. First game, second set.
By all rights, Rajiv Ram on the left should have become a scientist. His mother, Sushma, is a technician, a scientific technician, dad a biologist, but had this ability to play tennis. In fact, went to college and won the NCAA team title with Illinois. They were a dynasty for quite some time. And he went pro and didn't get a chance to graduate, but he went back in 2017 and completed coursework, so whilst competing on the tour. So he got his degree in the end.
That's a good effort. So he graduated at age, what, 32 or 33?
Yeah.
Takes real discipline to keep pecking away for that amount of time.
Nice. Round the outside of the ball.
15-all.
Joe Salisbury, also a graduate. Takes 4 years in the United States. He's got it. No, he doesn't.
$30-15.
Justin Sweeting there in the black. He was Joe's coach when he was 12 years old.
Oh.
$14-15.
That's amazing.
40-30.
The topspin on this.
Game Lopez Murray. One game over. Thanks.
Well, that second serve was very close to being wide. Great move. That's the way you nullify a guy who's in good returning form. Take away his target. Make him guess as to where you'll be.
Yeah, white. 40-15.
Just away.
40-30.
He's come up with several stunning little flicks off the backhand this week.
Use. Deciding point, receiver's choice.
Unsurprisingly, it's Andy Murray.
Left for service.
Okay, so they'll have to change plan. The strategy there was, I'll serve down the middle, you go. Well, it didn't sound like same again. So who knows, maybe he stays this time at the net. Yes, he does. Body serve.
Salisbury.
Nice change of tactics. Unusual for Murray to miss a return on a big point. Draws out for Eastbourne, and
Salisbury lead 2-1.
Andy Murray will continue his comeback with Brazilian partner Marcelo Melo. They play the top seeds once again, Robert Farah and Juan Sebastian Cabal.
Oh boy.
Who they played this week. Now they were in Bogota in Colombia, not playing a great deal of tennis the week before Queen. So I think they feel that they might have come in a little bit cold to see Murray down the other end making a comeback. Now they've got to do it again. That's going to be an interesting match. Get yourself along to Devonshire Park in Eastbourne. It's a fantastic venue, wonderful place to watch tennis.
And I suppose they won't play that match until Wednesday. I'm not certain of that, but I'm sure Andy would like to have a couple of days off just to sort of regroup.
Murray will be playing with Pierre-Hugues Herbert at Wimbledon, one of the finest doubles players in the world and a pretty brilliant singles player at times as well.
Yeah, Herbert reached the semis in Halle this week, so he's in good form.
Hugues Herbert and Mahou completing a set of Grand Slams by winning in Australia this year, right?
I think that is right.
So he knows how to pick his partners, although he has his choice, but not in mixed doubles. He's still looking.
Get your dress out.
Tutila. Tutila.
Heather Watson won the Wimbledon mixed with Henri Kontanen of Finland. She'd be a good partner. Have to wrestle Henry for it.
30-15.
Clever first volley from Murray.
14-15.
Put nothing on it, kept it very low, forcing Ram to hit a lob.
Game Lopez Murray. 2 games all. Left for service. Lock 15. Fifteen on. Thirty 15. At 40-15.
He nicked that off Feliciano's racket.
Game Ram.
Body serve. Still bouncing and full of energy.
That's one of the great things about this scoring system in doubles now, because in singles you lose the first set and it's a huge advantage. It really is. It's a, you know, the opponent knows they have to come back and win 2 sets, and that might be a lot of effort, might be more, require more energy than they have. But in doubles you need to just win 1 set and a tiebreaker, and so you're never out of a match.
Indeed. Listen, I want to talk to you about these rackets, because I've been listening to the ball off Rajiv Ram's racket, and I'm checking with the stringer this morning. He has his rackets strung at 45 pounds gut in the main strings, 42 pounds poly in the cross strings. And a lot of people are always interested about that sort of stuff. Players generally are stringing looser. I mean, it just means that they can swing harder at the ball, the strings move more, and you get lots and lots of spin. So you get loads and loads of power, loads and loads of spin, but you know, some people will feel that you lose control when you do that. But that's sort of the direction that things are moving in. 5 years ago, average tension probably around about 54 pounds, now 50. But I noticed that Ram very loosely strung. So getting a little bit older, maybe he wants a bit more power.
Exactly right. With each year, his control probably a little bit better. Needs a little more pop.
The lightest racket in the draw, in terms of weight, was Francis Tiafoe at 305 grams.
Odds.
That's an unstrung specification, but you just have to find what works for you, which can be expensive.
$15. Peace.
Oh, looks like it caught the line. Well, he's challenged it, but he gave the palms down to the court sign to his partner, indicating he thinks that the ball was good. But worth a look. Outside edge, maybe. Yep. Well, he hits the ball well.
15 all.
Right, that's a beautiful backhand.
Oh, we've all been there.
15, 13.
Probably earlier in the week, he would have smashed that ball. Just not getting the lift now. Body just a little stiff, probably stiff and sore.
Oh, that had to have been long.
I don't think so.
No good.
I think it probably hit the line.
Heavy, heavy serve. Oh, no, it has come in right on it.
40-13.
He's hardly been off this court.
Yeah.
Last 48 hours.
Challenges remain.
He's played the last 5 matches of the tournament. I'm sure that hasn't been done before.
Wow.
Again. Lopez, Murray. Three games all. Love 15.
I think that Lopez missed a trick here because he was standing too far back. He's almost on the service line to make that cross, and he just didn't have enough on the volley. Just couldn't do enough with the volley. The ball got down too low. If you're going to cross, you're going to be aggressive. Trust your partner returning. Get in on top of the net.
15-30.
That's good. Pretty amazing, isn't it?
15-14.
He hasn't played for months, and really the year before that, such a struggle. And to see this at the end of the week, he's just loving the ferocity of the competition. 15-40 equals 3 break points under this format. They can take it by the scruff of the neck here.
Let.
Oh, now he's going to get 2 serves for that,
Service. Yes.
because the ball came back into the court. It was thrown back in at just the wrong time, so that's a let, which is too bad for Murray and Lopez. Yeah, well, that's you have to place your people around the court. First serve. That's very good volley from Ram. Murray taking the ball on the forehand side, claiming it. And he did leave his side of the court unoccupied, as you can see.
14.
Which he's done several times today. It was like, hello, didn't you watch the singles today? Lopez's forehand's been hit pretty well.
Oh, no.
Use.
The shot that won the Davis Cup
Deciding point.
in 2015.
Receiver's choice.
A break point still, and Murray will take this. Wonderful first volley from Ram again.
Salisbury. Ram Salisbury, 4 games to 3.
So welcome to the Fever-Tree Championships doubles final to viewers on BBC4. Pleasure to have your company. 3 break points. Well, not squandered, but saved by the partnership of Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury. That's an American-British combination. Andy Murray making his comeback with Feliciano Lopez. Not a novelty act, certainly, but a great attraction this week as Andy Murray comes back with his new hip to see whether he can continue his tennis career, and the message is certainly that he can. He's played great this week.
Yeah, he's been the crowd darling, hasn't he? Everybody has stayed till the bitter end on a few nights anyway to watch him win. And no doubt the majority would like to see him win today, although even if they were to lose, it's still a good story. Joe Salisbury grew up, what, 2-3 miles away from here. For him to win at home would be a great thrill.
15 love.
There is no third set in men's doubles. Nowadays, it's a champion's tiebreak, which is the first to 10 if it's required. That counts as the third set. That's how they decide these matches.
In tour events, it must be said, at Wimbledon, they will play a final set. There you go. That's plan A.
15 all.
Allow Ram to hit a backhand return. Get Salisbury across the net.
Thirty, 15. At 14, 15.
Jamie Delgado, bottom right, been working with Andy Murray on the doubles. And, 23 Wimbledons consecutively he was a part of. Really strong doubles player himself.
At 14, 13.
23 Wimbledons consecutive. What was he, a ball boy or something?
Just old. Just old and good at doubles, Peter.
That must include his coaching.
No.
Wow.
Yes.
So, having had those opportunities in the previous game, and, failing to take them, it's quickly turned round here. Now, do they serve to the Ram backhand here?
No, absolutely not.
Break point.
Game.
Well, they went in there with strength.
At 4 games all.
Everything's okay if it's deeper into the corner with that sort of speed, I suppose.
Tila. Tila.
It's a difficult thing about doubles. You can wrap a great return to serve as Murray did then, but if the netman's standing there, it's not going to be very effective.
Tila. Game. Salisbury.
That was tidy.
Salisbury lead 5 games to 4.
Yeah, you got a bit of fluff. Pretty effective combination. They clearly work very well together. And the goal at the start of each year for these doubles teams is to make the World Tour finals, the top 8 in the world at the O2. There's Mum Salisbury on the left, Carolyn. Brother too, big brother. Chris. Everyone enjoying themselves. They know where the cameras are. I don't think the Murray camp, who are probably more used to being in front of the cameras over the years, they don't sort of wave at the camera as it goes on by. Not now. But that's a goal, isn't it? Obviously, do well in the slams and get in the top 8. It means you've had a great year.
Yeah, I mean, not only is it indicative of being one of the best 8 teams in the year, but it's a really fun event because they'll get crowds double the size of this just about to watch their matches at the O2. Incredible, incredible support for the doubles event there.
I wish there was more doubles on. Doubles and mixed, always some of the most entertaining tennis at Wimbledon. Those late night matches. Jay Clark and Harriet Dart last year in the mixed. People loved that, and I must say I did too.
He has been so self-assured on first and second serves. Well, wherever his surgeon is, she'll be going. What? Yeah, careful. Don't you know you're an old man now? Watch that metal I just put in there. Great volley.
At 14-15. Game, Lopez. At 5 games old. Love. Love. Portila. Let for service. (40-15). Game run, Salisbury.
Tough move when you've had a new hip low and to the right. Lovely first volley from Rajiv Ram. 6-5. We might be heading for a tie break here.
By the way,
6-5.
if Feliciano Lopez even wins a match at Eastbourne, I'll be surprised. His first round opponent, Pierre-Hugues Herbert, who, as we said, reached the semifinal in Halle this week, playing. Also, other news from Eastbourne, Paul Jubb, who got a wild card, qualified, beat two really good players, Denis Istomin and Andrei Rublev.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah.
But you should tell people who Paul Jubb is.
Well, Paul Jubb is a 19-year-old from Hull who went to America to play college tennis, University of South Carolina, and just a few weeks ago won the NCAA title. That's the American College Tournament that, you know, McEnroe has won, Connors has won, a whole bunch of great players have won that title. And
oh, it's an absolute badge of honor. It's respected worldwide. That's I tell you another one. Dan Evans plays Radu Albert of Moldova, who is seeded 8th. And that's the guy that he had a match point against, having qualified in Delray and got all the way through to the final. That's a tough old first round. Anyway, it starts tomorrow. Good luck to James Ward against Thomas Fabiano. Kyle Edmund has a bye and might play Cameron Norrie in the second round. All to come next week, Eastbourne.
Left for service.
Paul Jubb has to play Taylor Fritz. That's not easy.
Love 15. Love 30.
Well, the tiebreak seems quite a long way away now for Murray and Lopez.
Net for service. (15-30).
Oh, once again, Ram times the backhand return to perfection.
15-14.
3 set points. Ram and Salisbury. And if they were to pick up one of these, we'd go to a 10-point tiebreak to decide the title.
$30-14.
Oh, he's missed it.
Game and second set. Ram.
So a champions tiebreak it is to decide the title at Queens, and this year,
One set all.
and that'll be the first of 10. Lopez and Murray, of course, beating Continent and Piers in a match. It was great to watch. 10-7 in a champions tiebreak. Ram and Salisbury, this is their first one of the week. Such has been their form. Just to let you know, it's $66,000 to split between the runners-up, $135,000 to split between the champions. Not inconsiderable, I think, especially for Ram and Salisbury.
And ladies and gentlemen, final set will be decided by 10-point match tiebreak. Please stay. Thank you.
Well, I don't think any of the 9,000 people that were here today will go home saying, well, I didn't get my money's worth. 2 final set tie breaks here to decide the 2 titles.
It's a great reception for the players here. Really, the last storyline, the last chapter to be written in what has been a spectacular tournament. We had, well, the players had, particularly, and the organisers, a bit of a nightmare the first 3 days. Everything got delayed, raining, everyone waiting. But now,
A time. Match tiebreak.
just the
Salisbury to
one
serve.
tiebreak remaining. First of 10.
Left second service. One zero. Ram. Salisbury.
I would imagine this is the last throw of the dice for Lopez physically. It's been remarkable how he's kept going. You say he played the last 5 matches here.
Yeah.
One of them was a resumption, but still he had to stay out there.
Murray could almost feel Salisbury just inching his way across.
Two one. Lopez Murray. 2-all. Net for service. A 3-2 round, Salisbury.
Right on the line. Changing ends after 6 points. Lopez looking to do the singles and doubles double. Nobody's done that on tour since Matteo Berrettini did it last year on the clay courts of Gstaad in Switzerland. Matteo Berrettini, keep an eye out for him. He's a brilliant Italian player.
Couple of timely first serves by Murray.
4-3, Lopez Murray.
Oh, that is well done. Not easy with Andy Murray streaking after the ball, and he made it. And again, this forward movement, just great news for the future. But nicely done with the racket head. Good concentration from Joe Salisbury.
Yeah, good poise. Could have easily been put off.
And having missed a return from the other end just a few points ago, and he screamed at himself down the line. And this time he did. That is a clean hit.
5 for Lopez Murray. Lopez Murray.
This guy's like the bionic man. How does he keep firing serves down like this?
Let second service. 7 for
Looked like we
Lopez
could be
Murray.
shaping up for a Brian's chest bump there. Very fine volley. 7-4. 2 tough points ahead for Ram. So many options on the return of serve. He sees the ball so early, Andy Murray, and he saw that Joe Salisbury was staying home.
4
A firm return and
Murray.
a well-timed move from Lopez, who crushed it on the forehand.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot Salisbury could do. The second serve was kind of just rolled in there. Murray able to jump all over it.
Oh, I don't believe it. That's in too. I think they'll check it.
Good.
It was called good.
9-4.
Yeah, no challenge. That's a clean winner.
Lopez Murray.
It's just slapped it down the line. Look, the team can't believe it. What a day. Tons of match points.
Thank you. Thank you, please. Lopez Murray. Lit for service. This is 2-1, 7-6, 5-7, 10-5.
Well, that is an amazing week and a premier comeback for Andy Murray. Pretty extraordinary from Feliciano Lopez, who can't lose this week. Unbelievable.
Fairy tale stuff, really. For Andy Murray, a great thrill to come back with no setbacks. But for this man, age 37, Iron Man Lopez.
Well, better not move our camera right through Feliciano's right arm, right along the tracks. Low fives all round. Brilliant tennis and absolutely a fairy tale comeback, because Andy really didn't know whether he was going to play again. And emphatically he can. Some inspiration this week. movement absolutely perfect, pain-free.
Yeah, you have to feel for these guys.
Yep.
They lost the first set when really they had numerous chances to put it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, our runners-up, Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury.
Great effort. They hadn't lost a set coming into this final. A new pairing this year. They have won a tournament. They're climbing the rankings. This is a healthy check. And really nice to see Joe Salisbury, a player who doesn't get a lot of TV time in his own country, and playing so close to where he grew up. Rajiv Ram, 35 years of age, a great servant to the doubles game.
And ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Fever Tree champions, Feliciano Lopez and Andy Murray.
Well, Andy Murray's won 5 singles here. Feliciano Lopez won his second, so 7 between them, and now a doubles. And now a word with Andy Murray and Feliciano Lopez.
Hi, first of all, Andy, a few words about your partner and what he's managed to achieve this week.
I mean, he was brilliant. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, amazing win today in the singles, and you know, even at the end of the match there, he came up some brilliant returns and amazing serves, and yeah, he did so good. Very happy for him.
And a double Queen's Club champion this year. Did you expect that when you walked in on Monday morning?
No. No, I mean, happens only maybe once in a lifetime. I mean, to win here, singles and doubles, and how difficult it is to win the singles, that I won both. I cannot even believe it, you know? So, yeah, and also I'm so happy for these men playing with me. Man, we are so happy that you're back on the tennis court.
How good has it felt to be back, Andy?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I felt very relaxed at the beginning of the week, and then as it got on, I was getting like more and more nervous, and I think like my competitive instincts were sort of kicking in with each match. And but yeah, it was brilliant. My hip felt great, no pain, and yeah, obviously I'll try to keep progressing from here, but I'm just happy being back on the court.
Yeah, and you've got Eastbourne and you've got Wimbledon, men's doubles and mixed doubles. Have you sorted out your mixed partner yet?
No, I said I would chat to my team about that the next few days. We obviously concentrating on the doubles here, and then yeah, probably decide on that by the middle of next week.
And finally, Feliciano, are you going to have some time off now?
Yes.
Are you at Eastbourne next week?
We don't know yet. I'm on the draw, but you know, I might need a little bit of rest after the busy week that I had here. And we're going to decide tonight with a good glass of wine in the hands.
Well, you've played the last 5 matches on this court. I think you deserve a plaque on this court. Well done. The doubles champions, Andy Murray and Feliciano Lopez. And Joe, it is working now. You certainly played your part. That was a wonderful fight.
Yeah, it was. For me, obviously, first time in final here for Queens, and it the great atmosphere. These guys, obviously, you know, are veterans and legends of the game. You know, it's great to see Andy back out, and to watch Feli do what he did this week was inspiring. And just have to say a quick thanks to my partner, local boy. You know, he did great this week.
Absolutely. Just round the road in Putney. What was it like to be here in a Queen's final? Was this something you sort of dreamed of?
Yeah, definitely. This is my first time playing here. It's one of the best tournaments in the world, so it's been an amazing week just to play here. But to get to the final and to play against Feli and Andy was an incredible experience. They're a bit too good today, so congratulations to these guys.
You've had a fabulous week, haven't you? Beating the Bryan brothers and getting into the final. It's working, this team.
Yeah, it seems to be. We've had a great week. We played some really good tennis, so obviously we're a bit disappointed now, but yeah, we'll look back and realize that we've played well, and it's been an amazing week.
You do combine well together.
Yeah, you know, it's been the first 6 months of the year we've been pretty good, and hopefully the next 6 can be as well. Feel the same way. Looking forward to Wimbledon in a couple weeks for sure.
We're looking forward to seeing you there. Congratulations on a great tournament, Rajid Ram and Joe Salisbury.